Hello, once again. Now, I'm doing something that I've never done before, and I'm doing a part two to the reading that I just did because you know, first of all, I'm sorry. I was crying. I couldn't believe because I knew how rare. Now, I kept shuffling throughout the entire reading, and I wanted to share a little bit. I didn't do the numbers, which I normally do. Now, one of the reasons why I'm doing a part two is that we pulled four aces. And I was really curious as to, well, heck, what are the odds? Now, I had pulled 27 cards. Not all 27 cards are here. In fact, from memory, I sort of put together sort of where they were, the cards, in the reading that I just did. Now, I also noted too a couple of other things that I wanted to point out. Okay, this is most likely a reading for a very grounded woman or a feminine energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Queen of Pentacles. In fact, we haven't done the Capricorn reading yet for the month of May, and here we are. We're already on the 9th. Happy birthday, Abby, a friend of mine whose birthday is today. But I wanted to point out a couple of things, okay? First of all, three kings pulled out. First of all, you got in that reading, there were a lot of major arcana. So when there's a lot of people came up. So first of all, when there's a lot of people that come up, it really signifies teamwork, creativity, dealing with the result of your actions. It can also even indicate a need to work through a hard decision, like the Three of Swords, right? But what's interesting is that you never got threes of anything in here, but you did get the three kings, okay? You got the King of Wands, the King of Cups. The King of Coins is the first king that came out, right? In that reading, if you saw it. And if you want, I'm sure there'll be a link somewhere to that reading. But this is what I wanted to sort of reiterate and point out. One is some of the numbers. Remember, I told you in that first reading for today that if you've been watching or catching particular magic numbers, I like to call them, or angel numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 1. We talked in the last reading about how just yesterday I had, five ones and five fives. Yeah, which really interesting. So my point is that this is not just for what's going on in my life, but actually what's going on in everybody's life, because I really try to pull what energies need to be shared for the collective. Okay, so this is, again, for the collective. It may not resonate with everybody. Take what resonates and leave the rest. But when you get four aces, I actually I had to go to Google because my days of doing math back in the day, like that. Now, when it is a 1.23% out of a deck of a normal 78 card deck, and I had pulled 27 cards from that 78 card deck. And I asked, what are the odds of pulling four aces out of a reading of 27 cards from a 78 card deck? And the answer, and I'll put those screenshots in the video here so you can see the real math, 1.23%. That's how rare it is, which is why I started to cry. And I've been reading for many more years than some of you are alive catching this video, okay? I've been reading since I was about 12, 13 years old. I'm a few decades older than that. Well, let's just say it's more than 20 years since I've been reading cards. I've done tarot parties, you name it. And this is remarkable. So I wanted to sort of reiterate and help you, and let me get right to it, okay? So for some of you, there's been some suspension where things just seem to be like not moving along. And I wanted to tell you that with all the kings that pulled out, there is a huge, huge change going on. And when four aces show up, it is literally a massive potential for new beginnings. Because, of course, each ace represents a new beginning, right? But with the four together, okay, it represents a complete shift in circumstances. So, example, let's say you living in suburbia, okay? Sake of the argument, okay? Just hear me out. But it's not working out for you. You, within a matter of almost like 4 months, You're going to be living like midtown Manhattan in like an incredible apartment with an amazing view. I mean, we're talking about like total flip, okay, of where you are right now. I want you to be welcome and open to that because you've all, obviously, if you're here watching this, you definitely have been seeking a different change in your life. Okay. And I don't blame you, especially since things have been sort of lackadaisical, things that seem to be suspended. You've not been getting the information that you need, which you, as I told you in part one reading, this is just to define a little bit more because really the reading really rocked my soul here. As some of you caught that I was crying. I couldn't stop crying. And I want to let you know of some of the magic numbers. Okay, tens, and again, tens also represent one, right? 10, 1, 0, right? So you have one, two, three, four, five. So technically, you have six ones at the moment. Okay, huge change. Make that seven with the magician. Okay, so huge, huge, huge week ahead for you. Okay, the other thing too is that there's definitely for those of you that have been really wanting to connect with somebody, this is so close, and it's quite possibly that someone from your past is coming back to connect with you, to reconnect with you. This could be a reunion. This could be a reconciliation. This could be, again, as I reiterated in part one of the reading that I did, is that this could be this new connection. If it is a brand new, like you didn't know the person's going to make you feel as if you're like a child again. It's that I don't want to say that honeymoon phase because of the moon, but it sort of has this all the stress. I don't want to get upset again, but all the stress that you've been under is going to be really relieved. Okay. And this will be a financial bonus for you. This is not like you're going to lose everything. It's just everything's going to be really flipped. And it's going to come quickly. And the guidance, you will have people with you to traverse these changes that are coming in your life. And that's I want to let you know you're not gonna be doing this all on your own, despite you being quite capable. Some of you may run your own businesses, your own companies. Queen of Coins is definitely your business suave gal. She, lawyer, doctor, uh, handles crowds. She's right behind the Empress. Okay. And I know some of you have been feeling sort of maybe unfeminine like, maybe not your strength. The person that's coming to you, they I'm picking up, they love you unconditionally. Okay? They don't care what you look like at the moment. They know your soul. Getting for again. And it's only 8 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday here. Oh, too funny. And you've almost been almost as even saying that you have been waiting for over a year for some of these changes. And you also had, as I said, you have three tens. You got the wheel of fortune, you have the 10 of wands, and you had the which other 10 did I see? 10 of wands. You had the 10 of. Because I didn't shuffle these cards yet. You had the 10 of. You had another 10. Sorry, I don't remember it offhand, but I do remember you having another 10. And also, one of the other numbers, twos are going to be important to you. So twos, I have fives, ones, of course. There nine, a couple of nines, a four, just one four, 11. So again, more ones. 28 might resonate with some of you. So 1.23% of the odds to receive all four aces in a reading that I did of 27 cards out of the 78 standard tarot deck. That's extreme. Okay. So let me again reiterate each ace represents a new beginning. So four together is going to be a complete shift in your circumstances. Abundance and success. This is often seen as a great, like, it's almost like you win the lotto. Highly positive sign For those of you that have that maybe you have your own businesses or career or personal ventures that you're trying to get off, boom, it's going to be like a light switch, or actually, it's more of those big power. I'll do an image for you on the video. Uh, when they shut the power off or they shut the power on, go a big lever. That's the kind of change. It's not just a light switch; it's a huge lever. Also, really important. This is coming quick because it's not like, oh, you have to wait another year. No, not even 12 months, not even 12 days. This card suggests such swift action that your creativity is going to be an all-time high. Definitely make sure you get your sleep, because remember I told you that, to get your rest when you need to, because the activation of this new energy is going to bring intense passion as well as new ideas. So definitely have your notebooks. Now, the interesting thing too is that because you got all four aces, four, as in the four of, where are they? Oh, the four of, or here, the four of swords, meaning rest. But the four, this is a solid foundation. There's no tower event here. Okay, that's where you had like no, foundation was made with like really crappy concrete and not proper like setting or whatever, and so everything falls apart. Four aces indicate a balanced, solid foundation, which you're going to be able to build anything rather than just like chaotic new energy. Okay. The other interesting thing too is that if you've been waiting for a breakthrough moment, this indicates with the four aces, new business opportunities, a complete positive overhaul of one's professional life. So if maybe you have been waiting to revamp your resume, this is the time to do it, because whatever sort of tools or whatever you look at, you'll be able to adjust them for the job that you're looking for. In your personal life, this is a time where not only you're going to have fresh starts, you're going to be bringing opportunities for love, friendship, and really huge, significant personal shifts. Now, because, and this is my only, not a warning, but I'm trying to let you know, be prepared. That's why, because the four aces, this is a massive energy that's coming in. So you need to use, it's almost like, even though you didn't pull the chariot card, which suggests things are going to go like into sixth gear, but the chariot always recommends hold on to the reins of your chariot there, because you don't want to lose the wheel. Okay, it's just using care to manage what's going to be transpiring very, very soon for you, and not to be overwhelmed by all these opportunities at once. First of all, especially if you're the queen here of Pentacles, oh, you got this. Now, remember, Ace of Wands, in this case, it's rods in this deck, new ideas, creativity, passion. Ace of Cups, of course, we all know about that one. New emotions, love, and relationships. The Ace of Swords, like I said, new ideas, truth, and mental clarity. Where you've not been able to see things clear, this is where it's going to be out in the open, and definitely with the discussions. And oh my gosh, let me finish the Ace of Pentacles. Also represents, of course, as most people know, new opportunities for prosperity, health, and stability. And the reason why I'm getting upset again, it's in the happy thoughts. When you see this person, you are going to know. Oh my gosh. You may even cry when you see this person, which is why I'm crying. I'm crying for you. So happy for you, but you are so deserving of the changes that are coming. You have suffered so flippin' long that you don't need to have anyone that doesn't serve you. Okay? And you're going to see such a beautiful shift that you will get that justice that you deserve. That if there's any sort of court case that you have to go through, it's going to come it's going to go your way. Okay? Or it's going to at least come to a solution that all parties are accepting. And the cards, again, did suggest, and I just want to do a last little quick, run up, which is why I did this quick little reading for you. Take the rest when you can, okay? Because beautiful changes are happening in your love life, especially. But with the four of aces, holy moly, okay? That's how crazy it's going to beautifully be for you, literally, in Actually, could be even 4 days. If today is Saturday and I'm putting it up today, by by Thursday. Okay, huge changes. So I want you to know that also with the Pentacles, Ice of Coins, that not only is it a prosperity, the sign of new opportunities for you for prosperity, but also your health and stabilities. For those of you that have been suffering with health, these 4 aces, it's almost as if like you get it. Maybe the doctor puts you on a different medication. Maybe you get to be off the medication. Maybe you get the cast off the leg. Literally, where you've not been able to move, you get to move in the directions that you need to move into. And thank you, loves, for all those comments. And my new subscribers, thank you. I do have a little membership, nominal, like $1.99 a month, and you get access to special readings before everyone else does. And I want to thank you. I love you so much, and I really appreciate new people coming in and saying hello. So if this resonated with you, please put in the comments down below what special angel numbers have you been watching and catching. And I see you next time, and I can't wait to hear about your love life. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a fabulous day. Take care. Thanks for catching this latest reading of mine. I truly appreciate you spending a little time here with me. If you enjoy this style of tarot and relationship insights, let me know by leaving a comment about what resonated with you. And visit the9ofcups.com for more articles, to book private readings, explore the courses, access free community resources, and of course, shop mystical products lovingly crafted right here in Vermont just for you. It's a space designed to help you reflect, reconnect with your intuition, and love the life you design. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you, sending big blessings your way. And because tarot isn't here to simply comfort you, it's here to bring awareness and to help you see the truth with clarity. Snarky Tarot Decks with Side Eye goes live on Kickstarter March 19th. Thanks for watching, liking, hyping, and subscribing, and for supporting independent creators like myself. Toodaloo, and see you next time.